Welcome to the following presentation of Minor League Esports on the MLE Network.
By 8 p.m. music tonight, we've got a clash in Champion League. The Foxes take on the Sabres in a frenzy for the Forest. My name is Grant CFO, and joining me in the booth is none other than my man, my friend, my buddy, Foof. How are you doing, good sir?
What's up, Grant? I am so excited to be here. It's going to be a fun time. We have some Arctic matchup coming towards us. We got the Foxes and Sabres, like you said, some CL action. So, you know, it's so nice when I get to watch the Arctic Division play, and it's not the Wolves. I have no dog in this, and I just get to sit back and watch somebody lose and somebody win. It's not worrying about our record. So I always love to see games like this. I'm so excited to see what these guys bring to the table, and, you know, getting some scouting for the CL boys, isn't it?
Some scouting, maybe you're just gonna like kidnap some players or something, because I mean some trades, who knows? No kidnapping. I mean, don't know who would do that or anything. Not like Lack and I just talked about that before the match. We don't talk about that. What we're here to talk about is the match that we have unfolding in front of us tonight. It's a set of 5 for those who don't know, who've never watched MLE. We play all 5 games no matter what, because at the end of the season, it's all going to count towards your playoff position. We look at our records: Foxes at 13-2, Sabres 8-7. So it's still early season, so records don't really matter much yet, but I imagine after tonight, after week 3 is played, we're going to start to see records solidify a little bit more and actually have more importance.
Well, this is the equalizer game here, Grant. Both of these teams have only played 3 series so far, and so this will be the 4th series to catch them up basically with the rest of the league and finish out their week 3 action. So this is either going to solidify the Foxes up at the top, or allow the Sabres to start fighting back, because the Foxes now sitting at 13-2, where the Sabres are coming in at 8-7. So a chance here for the Sabres, if, you know, hypothetically a 5-0, they'll tie the Foxes and bring it right back.
That's the theory, and that's what we as casters like to do. We just throw out some hypotheticals into the air, and if they happen, they happen. Sometimes it happens in the middle of the match, and we curse people. Sometimes we bless people. It just depends on the mood, you know? If I'm feeling vicious tonight, I might just throw in some caster's curse for the Foxes.
Oh,
just in spite of Fallen, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't on behind the goal. He left us. He left us all for dead. He was, you know?
Pain.
Just for Fallen. Mm-hmm.
Just for Fallen? Okay.
Yeah, only.
We're only? Okay. Well,
yeah.
Well, it's going to be great to see, you know, Fallen supporting his boys on. They're loaded in. We have the Sabres loaded in. Coming in for the Sabres, we have Royal, Meep, and Shields. And then looking across the pitch, we have Wolf, Galactic, and Lack. So 6 very fun names to look at. There is no name diff before the kickoff, Grant. I'm so excited. Let's get going.
I'm excited too. This one actually glitching out for a minute. A little bit of ghost touch action. Getting a little dodgy already. Lack takes us to the left side, met by Shields. We already see great coverage of the field from the midfield for Sabres. Oh, they can't find a shot though. Meep coming in as that 3rd man, moving into passing role. Shields deep, wants to bang this one, has possession and a lot of airspace to work with. They won't find their mark. Lack clears away. Meep to the left side again. They really love hugging these corners, trying to push the ball in. Wolf needed to make that touch. They kind of did, but Lack will make sure it doesn't go in. I'm really liking the Sabres and the way they've moved about the pitch so far on offense.
Doing a great job of controlling the pressure right now as that ball just stagnates at midfield anytime the Foxes try and flip it. Now Shields once again has a soft touch trying to get Galactic. Oh, and he does just in time. Galactic was waiting and waiting, just standing there, not sweating, knew he could get the save and does. Wolf got the demo for a teammate. teammate. Galactic now in front with a shot here, but Shields into it in time. The Sabres down a player, but they're not down on the defenses. They're trying to find a counterattack on a 2-on-3. Wolf denies it in time. Down at midfield, Galactic the soft touch there, but not enough of the Octane finds that ball, so now it's turned away by Shields. Shields, a lot of space. It's 2-on-none. Got to get the ball to Royal. He can't do it. How does that fall away? Now it's turned back to Foxes, breathing a sigh of relief.
Man, I have no idea how you lose an opportunity like that, but you know, both of these teams are doing everything they can, everything in their ability to make sure that they get this first goal. It's going to do great things for the momentum going throughout the entire series. So it's not just game one we're worried about, it's the whole set. Galactic might have a chance here. Wolf can't make up for it. They did get a shot, but it wasn't powerful enough. Shields has so much space to work with. This is an issue that the Foxes really need to tighten up. They can find fast plays, but if they're given so much room on offense, they're going to see a lot of difficulty in getting out of where they need to not be. Royal with a miss here. Galactic has a shot and it's pinched up high and out to the corner.
Well, that was just taking advantage of the defense, so they put the ball at them twice, and then there was the whiff. Now a demo coming through as the Wolf puts it on the Foxes, finding some pressure of their own finally. Royal got it out of the corner, now has one to beat. A good job, but Lack denies it, technically putting it on. Meep sniffing that one out in time. The Sabres now trying to find the touch. Galactic jumping over his teammate and his Sabre to get to that one. The ball at midfield, Lack putting the shot on. Wolf tries to get the pump, but I think he got enough of a touch. Royal can't get there, and that's how we break the tie right at halftime.
I think I need to watch this one again. Royal looked like they had a solid touch. No. Maybe they get clipped? Was that what that was? Was there a bump on the goal line?
I think it was a bump attempt. I just think it made him jump early and maybe not enough boost or not comfortable coming into it, so...
Spook factor. That's what matters here. Here's some spook factor aerial flare. Not enough to fake out Meep, though. Galactic shot will find the net, though. 2-0 like that for Foxes.
It was truly just flash dance in front of the play action. There's no Sabres home. Shields is technically there. The ball just bounces. He plays too far out of the post and leaves it open. The Foxes take advantage of it. They took 2 minutes and 30 seconds to score the first one. Only 10 that time.
You would have thought that Sabres would be in the lead right now. I mentioned how they were using the sides of the field trying to get some kind of attack going for them, and they had really good offense, holding the ball in possession for a long time. Lag can't get this for the Foxes, though. Sabres have really struggled on the defensive end. Once Foxes picked up the speed and they just challenge every ball, this is where the Sabres are going to suffer throughout the series if they can't find that match of pace.
Well, they had the pace early. The Foxes were able to just survive that onslaught, and once they started getting out of boost and starting getting more and more set up themselves, they have drawn these Sabres out, gotten onto this dark side, and not able to really just get it off. The Sabres are now good demo there for Shields. Shields 50'd hard there by Lack. Now a 2-on-2. The demo attempt coming from Royal. Tried to get it was Wolf. They're going at each other, unable to find either one at the time. The ball is up. Galactic slow play here in the corner, trying to find a pass to his teammate, but Lack not up in time, lacking the air. But that ball sneaks past the Sabres player. But Meep, third man back, realizing it gets the clear. The Foxes now on the counterattack.
I tell you what, there's something about demo and bump plays that just make us smile, make us laugh. But we know that on the pitch, everybody is screaming and yelling and thinking, I'm going to die here. This is it. This is the end of me in my career. It is not the place you want to be. But as an audience member, it's like, get them. And you're yelling, you're hooting and hollering just like they are, just in a different way, you know. So these demo plays are something that need to be watched out for 100% from both sides because they're both trying to do it. Speaking of the devil, Lack has one. Open net. Oh, no. Wolf can't get their shot off target, luckily for them, and this one's out to the side.
Out to the side indeed. Lack trying to press on that sidewall. You talked about the positivities of the Sabre using it. The Foxes now trying to work that to their advantage, but Shields with a good win. Galactic denying it at midfield. Royal now the soft touch down. Lack has to turn back to it. Almost got caught. Galactic up the soft touch on that Octane, clearing it out. The ball bouncing back down. It's a pair of Foxes and no Sabres back, but that shot's not on. Rolling slowly on the backboard, cleared out by Royal. Wolf on the sidewall here, going to pass it out, trying to find Lack. Able to get there. I think this will put enough between them and just trying to find the extender. Galactic can't get there. 4-3-2, Grant. I think that's how this falls, and the Foxes are going to take game one.
A fantastic victory for them. We mentioned that first goal going to create the momentum. They scored a second almost immediately after, so a great effort put up by the Foxes here. However, if you noticed, you saw the Sabres start to go for a lot more things. You saw some risky play when you were looking at, the offensive pressure and how they were moving about that. Everybody wanted to get involved again. They really looked like they were struggling to find what they had at the beginning of the game, and they tried to find that at the end, but you saw not as much success, and I think that comes from the mentality side, rightfully so, because 25 seconds left, your mentality starts to slip. You don't feel like you have a lot of time, and really should only be hoping for one goal, not two. You just need to develop some kind of play instead of thinking so far ahead into the future. Just take what you can get at each moment.
It's very important to try and get a goal in before about that 20 to 25 second mark, so that way you have time to set up a true offense. If you're down 2 goals at that point, it's just like bat down the hatch, just throw the sink at it, and let's see what we can do. Losing by 2 and losing by 3 is the same thing, right? Granted, it's still a loss, so there's no real control. It's just throwing science at the wall and seeing what sticks. So it's going to be up to the Sabres here to find that early pressure and then get a goal off of it, whereas the Foxes, they did a great job of surviving that onslaught, finding the counterattacks, and then scoring on those opportunities.
Mm-hmm. They did fantastically as well. I'm looking forward to seeing how they continue it in game number 2. Both teams have things to look out for. Foxes don't change a thing, just catch them out and punish them. That's all there really is to it. Sabres are trying to find that rhythm again. They're lost right now, so gonna take over. Foxes are clever creatures, so expect to see some cleverness in these players. Some more standard 3v3, fresh clock of Rocket League to go. 5 minutes, Foof. I'm ready for it.
I'm ready as well. The Sabres are trying to be ready for it, but a good 50 win there from the Foxes. Royal puts it in his own corner. Lack taking the near post shot. Shield waiting for it patiently. He's up in that Tonka Tough car, but Galactic puts it off the ceiling. Dangerous there as Meep keeps the pressure on for the Sabres. A nice read there. He's going to get to the boost, and does. The Sabres stealing a very important resource, but they're flipping the field. Shields once again, that third back, the free safety. That middle fielder right now, Grant, has kept them. The team bump works. The Foxes are clever. They're cutting. They're coming up with things in front of their net.
Oh, I mean, they are coming up with stuff, and they're also cutting. They're going in off the rotations in an untraditional manner, and it's somehow working. It's not really a double commit if it works. I think you told me that last night, Foof. That's exactly what it is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Throw it at the wall. If it sticks, it sticks. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't broke, don't fix. That's all it is, Grant. But Galactic now trying to read Royal's touch. Shields got to get over Lack, and does. Lack's not up in time. Shield gets up in time. That little tiny hatchback able to get in the air and scores and puts the Sabres up.
Hey, never underestimate a hatchback double bounce down and into the net. Just so simple and made it look easy. Great. Okay, great and really weird card choice. I don't think I've seen that card competitive play ever, but I'm glad that we do. It gives that unique factor, that pizzazz, that style that may be contributing mentally and subconsciously to the success of the Sabres right now in Game 2. I'm just saying, card choices, they matter.
They do, and it's about looking good, Grant. If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good, and if you play good, you usually win. So, Fashion League is a true statement. Is now Royal's going to get up to this ball. The soft touch not able to find it. Trying to get there, he can't. Lack putting it up to Meep. Near post attempt turned away by Wolf. Wolf trying to flip the field here, give his teammates some time. Lack running in front of one of the Sabres players there. Wolf getting the demo. The Foxes have a small power play. Using this beautifully. Lack takes advantage, and a quick return goal for the Foxes.
Using it beautifully is absolutely right. Wolf, that's confusing. Off to the backboard here, and Lack pops it in. We notice Wolf pick up that demo, which opened up that entire space. I think that was even the third man. So Sabres, just some things to watch out for on the defensive rotations.
Certainly, as Galactic puts the soft touch down, trying to find the near post play. A double commit from the Sabres right now. Dangerous here. The big bump on Meep. Shields, though. Somehow that double worked in their favor because of the double, rotating double far post. One gets bumped, but the other can make the save.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, like you said, Here comes Lack as well. I'm really starting to just draw question marks at the Foxes, but it's working, so I'm not even going to say anything about it. They're doing fantastic. Galactic carries us to the corner. Lack takes over, puts it into a bit of empty space, but Sabres miscommunicating on the midfield. That'll let their drive slip up. Wolf waits in the back, wants to fake out Meep. Needs to work on the 1v1. 50's there. Galactic, they get by. They need one more to beat. Royal got in the way. Lack 50 out to midfield. Wolf's definitely going to turn on this. Beats out Meep. Rolls up the wall. Can they get there? No, Shields is there again with the... I seriously don't know what car that is. I need to know the body name because I want to start using it if I can get my hands on it. It looks great.
The only thing I can tell you about it is the guy by name MP3 Stevo. Stevo, stalwart of this community. I got to play with him a lot. He calls it the Lego car. He would break it out in the most dire situation of the Wolves, and I got to tell you, we have a winning record with that car, so I will never sleep on that hatchback. But right now, the Fox is trying to lull the Sabres to sleep with some midfield play. Meep gets underneath of it. A good touch from Lack. I thought Meep had the time. Royal looking for a backboard pass. It's going to bounce down. Shields up. The soft touch from Wolf denying it. Royal, though, turning back around with him and Lack 50. That's going to push back towards the Sabres side. Wolf with a big bump. Galactic looking near post. But Meep, enough in the tank, able to get that Venom up in time.
You know, one thing I've noticed is that this ball has been in the air a lot more than it has been on the ground, so aerials have become utterly important in this game. Now they're playing a bit of ground game. Galactic actually gets a 50, but look, ball just in the air almost, I would say 90% of the time. This ball does not ever roll. It is always bouncing. Royal wanted to get their hands on it. Shields back out from midfield.
What?
Another ground play almost succeeds. It's like, as I say it, they're like, nah, we're going to take it on the ground now, see what we can do.
That's the tendency breaker, Grant. They were trying to do it. They just did a little bit too early. Galactic near post opportunity. Royal, though, sees that one the entire way. Meep rotating near post, trying to find a double off the wall, but Lack reads it in time. Ball cleared out by the Sabres. Galactic has to fly back. He was that third man back. Shields putting it on, but Wolf and Lack both sitting there. Now all three Foxes players in the corner. You know what? It worked. They covered a little bit of ground, but got to the ball. Meep now looking to get it past Galactic. Galactic 50's hard. There are 20 seconds left. Both of these teams trying to find a break this tie.
You made a point about their cluttered up spacing, but after that, it was looking pretty stellar. All power triangled up and ready to go, ready to strike. Here comes Wolf with their last possession drive. Demo in the midfield for Sabres. This is going to be a good attempt. If they can find this redirect at 0 seconds, they won't be able to. Galactic fires away, and Shields can't make it. We're going to overtime for Game 2.
Well, you know what? Both of these teams stepped it up in terms of pressure. And when you both do that, you start to have more of the ball stagnating in midfield, which we've seen. But Lack gets the demo. Galactic trying to collect it, but Royal able to get the clear in time. The Foxes unable to capitalize on the big-time demo in OT. Meep has it in the corner, but not enough of a touch. That means Galactic gets the clear. Foxes now trying to find some space of their own. He's got Lack at midfield. It's going to find its way toward him. Royal side-flipping, not able to get there, but Lack has no boost. That means Wolf is the last man back. The Sabres, 2-on-1 opportunity. A great pass, but Galactic can't find the clear either. Sabres will not take advantage of it, and the Foxes have to get a clear.
It really doesn't feel like this ball is making it to the net very often. Obviously, we haven't seen anything go in, but just let alone shots. We don't see too much of that. I think we need to see more solo plays because they're so focused on finding their teammates, which is great, you know, but once you get on offense, you kind of got to slow it down a little more. You got to just get into it, but there's barely any shots going in on offense. Maybe it's just a Sabres thing, maybe it's a Foxes thing, but if this continues, we're going to see overtime go for a few more minutes.
Well, you know, it's extra time, so we're never going to know how much we get until that golden goal is scored. Shields now technically with a touch, another double from the Foxes. Now you got to be careful. There's Royal trying to take advantage of it. Gets the bump on one. Lack trying to find the clear. That Venom has a lot of space, putting it up top, but it bounces out. Oh, the pain there. Sabres now continue to find it. Shields trying to find it, but Wolf denies it. Meep up. Galactic clears it. Now Wolf has an open chance here. Royal running near post. Can't get to it. Ball bouncing out. Lack turning here. Doesn't want to commit. Now he does. He's got Wolf behind him. Shields passing up, trying to find a teammate, but it's too far behind him. Shields flips it back. No one's in control. They're just handing it off.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. They're not even taking their times. They're just firing shots, throwing away possession. Maybe overtime nerves, maybe stream nerves, maybe somebody's going for that sweet Ballscarana play of the week. Who has any idea? It just doesn't look like we're seeing any bare bones Rocket League other than the part where they just boom it to wherever they want. But here's a slight opening. Lack crosses one over to Wolf. There we go. The team play eventually works out by playing a little bit of corner ball.
I mean, we all want to talk about the pass. I want to talk about Lack stopping on a dime. Boop. getting out of the way of that ball. Beautiful job there. The Foxes able to come back and take this game. What was looking like to be just an onslaught, just a relentless overtime, a true test of metal. It just falls away because the Foxes had enough team play.
And the Foxes go up 2-0 in the series. I mean, you talked about enough team play, but seriously, it doesn't even feel like there's any team play just because of how little we see the ball go towards the goal. Maybe there's a 1 and 2 connection, but there's never that third. Everybody can find themselves on the counterattacks. They can get those decent clears. They've got all that down, but everything in between, it just feels non-existent. If we looked at a heat map, I bet it's just all sides. It's not even anything in the midfield. There needs to be some more infield passes, if anything.
But Grant, the wall is a safety net. I want to stay beside it and put the ball up there. That means I can try and find the reads off of it, man. But I think that we're not seeing the team play on the offense as much as we've seen it on the defense. They're doing a good job of finding each other to get those clears. So we want to see them continue to get the clears and get a pass off of that clear, not just push it to the other side of the field. Find your teammates in that transition, because both of these teams transition well, but when you're transitioning so many times, there will be holes all the time.
Yep, there will be holes every time. And, I mean, just counterattacks in general, finding that... I can't illustrate it with my hands because the camera's off. I was going to do something cool, but it was probably going to be cringy. So thanks, Timer, for saving me. Here comes Royal, though. We might not see a save here if Royal got their hands on that ball. Shields plays it out to the corner. Sabres little clumped up. Wolf. Oh, pumping with the Foxes again. These double commits. It's just like, what are you doing? But it works every single time. Sabres have so many holes that they can punish, just like you were talking about with the transitions. They need to find these holes and punch them quick. Send it right down midfield. Stop worrying about the clears and focus on a long bomb shot from downtown like that one. Just find it on target. Maybe they can. No, they can't make up for it. And it's back out to midfield.
Meep with a big-time chance so that Venom doesn't get turned in midair. Shields has a pass to mid. Lack just settling it up for Royal, but Royal puts it way too far left. Wolf clearing it out, giving him and some teammates finally some well-earned space, but Meep wants to put the pressure back on. A nice clear over everyone. Royal has Meep in front of him. The near-post play, that's not going to be an own goal. Galactic can't get there. Royal pushed it out. Now the ball's sitting there. Meep and Shields can't find it in. The Sabres are turned away in front of the net. Now Galactic has the ball dropping down. Meep can't get the clear. Royal jumping sideways. Wolf just playing it patiently. Now Royal in a 1-on-3 with no boost. Wolf running back, and somehow we are at a 0-0 game still.
I have never put my hand over my mouth while watching Rocket League, while casting Rocket League, probably not while playing because I have my hands on my controller, but that right there, I had to hold my breath in a way I've never done before. Because that ball should have gone in, or should have been saved so much sooner. The fact that it sat on the goal line, teetering and tottering for so long, has just been the wildest thing I've seen. Or maybe that shot from Wild, if it was on target, would have been the most wild thing I've seen. But we just don't see the shot accuracy, and I have no idea why.
Well, it's just not being able to find the right touches on their cars as Meep rides on the backboard here trying to find a clear for the Sabres. And technically it is, but that's only a pass down to Wolf. Shields and Royal now double on the back end. The doubles coming in just premium for both teams. They're doing it. Double the commit, double the fun, but none of the goals because the clear comes through from Meep. That's off the backboard. Royal tries to read. He had one single boost, but not enough and not dreaming enough. Shields, that's an open near post opportunity, but a great job by Lack. Playing patiently on that back post, doesn't want to overcommit, did not extend, able to get a big-time save. Wolf on the sidewall here trying to find it, but a nice touch from Shields, looking for Royal. Royal up, no, Galactic instead gets a clear.
Man, I'll tell you what, I don't ever think I've felt nervous while watching a team. It's not like I'm rooting for anybody, it's just, I'm just nervous for both sides. I don't know what's gonna happen when a shot's gonna come through. I have no idea. It's just unpredictable. And as I'm saying it, okay, we're good for now, but I just want something to happen. I want some goal to go in. Like I said, these teams do everything they can except for shoot the ball. I just want to see the ball go in a net. I want to see something, but there's just nothing developing ever.
Well, Grant, if you count that own goal bicycle hit, the Foxes are tied with the Sabres at 2-2 shots. But no, the Foxes, one shot of their own, a third, trying to find it. Shields getting the save finally. Both of these teams have found a chance or two, but have not been able to take advantage of it. The ball just kind of ricocheting around. I feel like I'm looking at a pinball machine right now, just going back and forth forth between the bumpers. New high score, maybe. No one has died. You know, we got the extra lives rolling here, Grant. Wolf setting it up. There is now nobody home, but guess what? It hit the bumper. It's bouncing back out. Extra play. Replay. Wolf now tries to find it, but way too far left.
You're exactly right. You are spot on. You have pinpointed it, if you will. Pinball is exactly what this feels like. And there haven't even been that many saves. It hasn't hit the bumpers all that much. 3 in total. And the shots, only 5. There's just nothing being thrown on net ever. It's like they're all, I wouldn't even say ones mains. It's like they're all threes mains and they never touched one. I don't know. I'm not trying to be harsh on the players because the fact that they keep it even is just a testimony to how good both of them are. But the fact that nothing happens ever is mind-boggling. We'll see if Lack can be the one to break this deadlocked game. They won't be for now, but Foxes will get their next job, their next hand on it. Wolf up high to the Galactic, who contests and take over. Shields on the back wall. Interesting touch. Royal with a 50 to Galactic. Lack too far pushed up. Wolf will have to clear. They do. To the corner. Meep will 50. They win that, but Galactic's got their hands on it. Over to Lack. They can't find the angle. It is a very difficult read. It was a great pass, just too fast. Galactic takes out one option. Shields with another, though. Oh, can they get the last one? They can in 4 seconds. Shields.
Of course it goes in. Let's wait to the last second and let's walk the ball down, says the Sabres. We have it in control. It'll be walked in. Oh, here you go, Shields. I guess you can take it too. There is no way that is how they score. There is only 4 seconds left and the Sabres are going to make it 2-0. That's how we score. The Sabres tear the wall down. They score 2 back-to-back and there's only 2 seconds left.
Oh, there's no way that just happened like that. It wasn't even a speed flip. It was just a normal fast kickoff. I don't know if the Foxes gave up. I have no idea. That was so bizarre. This has been a bizarre game. It was just like, yeah, let's wait till the last second because I feel like I'm watching an infomercial. It's just that easy. You know? That's what the Sabres are saying right now as they are on the hunt for the reverse sweep.
I mean, I think someone popped into the Sabres voice chat right there and said, 5 head, just score.
Easy.
And that's exactly what Shields did. Shields alone, 100% of the goals in this game.
That's just... I'm so confused.
You know what? It worked in the end. The Sabres, it was just a true firing back and forth. Not everyone was hot, but the defenses came to play. And you say, oh, yeah, there's only 4 saves. What do you mean the defense came to play? There were no shots taken. They did a great job controlling the ball at midfield. I won't say controlling it as in finding your teammates, but not allowing shots on both sides. They had chances and turned it away. They intercepted passes. They made turnovers. They made people make mistakes. So, a lot of good things on defense. You usually don't see a defensive battle like this in Rocket League.
No, you really don't. And I mean, like we said, there weren't that many saves, but 4 shots came in from the Foxes, but 3 of them were saves. So just 1 was off target. There might have been 1 that could have gone in that just didn't. We're so close. We are keeping this game close. We're keeping the series close. Obviously, Foxes would like to close it out now, but that's why we're going to Game 4. It's time to find out what the Foxes are made of and find out what the Sabres are made of. Do they have that mentality, that mental space where they can just stay focused for another game and close out the series now, or are they comfortable with that lead? Are they complacent? That's the question we're going to answer as we move in to this lovely, really weird series in Game 4.
Well, once again, Shields wins very big on the kickoff, and it wasn't like a blazing kickoff either. So I don't know if that's just a call for the Foxes right now, if they're trying to find some different pressure off the kickoffs. I mean, there has been very few kickoffs, especially in the last 2 games. But now Lack has a chance here, gets the demo, and now has the control, having his cake and eating it too. Gets the pass there. Galactic run to it. Near post is wide open because of the play. Lack to Galactic 2 OP.
Galactic took a slice of that cake for their own here, just off the corner and cut in on that, just barely slid by the defender. Great start for the Foxes. This is what they've needed, what they've been lacking for a little while now, especially in that drought of game number 3. They get it fixed, they find the water, they find the tap, and they turn it on.
Well, it's up to them to keep that flow going as Galactic got 1. Shields, though, denying that second win. Royal getting a nice redirect. Lack is up in the air. He had the players where he wanted, but lost control. Wolf in the corner, looking for Galactic. Galactic throws it back. Meep, though, waiting at midfield, protecting that Sabres backline. They have 2 players resting on the goal line. Galactic trying to find a shot, but it's turned away. The Sabres now still 2 people waiting on that backline. They're not overcommitting. Galactic has a demo in front of him. He's got to get the pass out to Lack. They can take the power play here, but he can't get off the ball in time. Lack, the soft touch shields, waiting for it. Backflipping, getting the free save there. No pressure, really, Grant. He knew he was there. Wolf, though, that was a beautiful near post opportunity, but went under the ball. Now there's 2 Sabres running towards it, but he hit with the side of the skyline and got turned away.
This is so... I'm running out of words. Weird, strange, odd, everything, absurd. Who knows
Rocket League.
what is... Yes, perfect word to describe it. That's the only accurate word that can be accurate all 100% of the time. This is just... It feels uncharacteristic for Champ League. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to be this close. But I'm gonna leave it. I'm done stressing it because I'm stressed enough just watching these because we just really don't know when the next goal is gonna go in, when the next shot is gonna come in. Everything is developing, except it's not. Shields around the backside, though. Couldn't find it on target. Wolf down low, waits for their opportunity. Royal with a fantastic 50 block by Galactic, sent to outer space for Wolf to field up front. Shields right back into it. Lack misses. Maybe it's a tactical whiff. Royal on the back end for the corner. Lack would love to turn on this. They get the call, and they'll make it happen. Not powerful enough. Meat cuts off Royal's pass in the midfield. Oh, Wolf up front to the field. Oh, they can't get there. Lack continues the pressure for Foxes. They're starting to find a rhythm, starting to find some sort of pace that works for them, except for right now. Dangerous place to be. Galactic bails Wolf out of that one, allows them to push forward. Off the corner, could see a shot from Lack. It's just high, though. Rings the crossbar, and out of here it goes.
Well, Grant, I want to talk about it. You said it wasn't developing for these teams, but it developed in time for the Foxes. It was bouncing there. I just thought they had someone in time to make the save because, look, the Sabres, they have their 2-man back. Royals coming through, but cannot get to that far post in time, reaching with that skyline. Lack takes advantage of the lackluster defense, put the Foxes back up by 2, and they're trying to secure this series.
Lackluster. I see what you did there, you cheeky little casting dingus. I love you, Foof, but that was fantastic. Here's Shields off the left wall. And you know what? I feel like Lack, when they're on, the Foxes are on. And I think the last game, Lack struggled to be present a little bit. And now they get demoed, so they're not going to be present at all. But I feel like if Lack can get their hands on it, they can kind of feed the ball to them. And Lack nails those shots. Obviously, we're going to see them succeed a bit more. Galactic wants to clear a shooting lane. Lack went up for that one, but Wolf did too. Now the double commits are not working anymore for the Foxes, and they never should have in the first place. So the fact that they kind of stuck with it means they need to tighten up that communication a bit, get the comms flowing more.
Well, another double there coming out from the Foxes, but it's okay. It's not turned away. It's not forced the issue. The Sabres just trying to find, they're prodding off of this backboard, but not a favorable touch there from Royal. Shields now waiting at midfield, the ball bouncing off the side wall. The Sabres just trying to find something right now. Wolf was not in the right place, but the Sabres had backed off. They had too many people up and ran too many people back. Meep now looking to midfield, trying to find it, and does. He's got to get Royal here, but Wolf, the only car he finds, that Orange Octane doing enough to keep his team up. A nice touch there as he's trying to find Royal. Galactic, though, with the demo and the pass back. Meep is up, the soft touch coming through, able to get that clear to the side. Shields getting demo for his trouble. Wolf in full control, getting the bumps, the demos, the physicality for the Foxes.
Lack is just trying to create every disruption that they can in this last 60 seconds and make sure that they can close the series out right now. We're finding out that they are, I wish I could say built Ford tough, but we don't see an F-150. We've said it anyway now. We've spoken it into existence. Shot off the post for Royal. And Sabres have been unable to find anything, and that's been the story for a big portion of this series. Galactic with a great clear downfield. We mentioned right in game 1 when they started to get eager, noticing that they have those 25 seconds left. It is a very difficult mindset to hold when you're down 2 goals just like you were before. This is the Sabres' weak spot. A lot of the times I like to say that a 2-goal lead is one of the most dangerous leads in Rocket League, but right here, I think it's the best lead that the Foxes can have.
Grant, any goal lead when you get to 2-0-1 is the best time. You get to know that you're going to walk away with the win, and that's exactly what the Foxes do. They win this game, and going up 3-1, that means they're going to be winning the series. Now they have put their sights onto trying to put away the Sabres at a 4-1 and put down that rivalry and make sure they are standing firmly atop of the Arctic Conference. But the Sabres now need to find a way back and make this a respectable 3-2.
Yeah, there's always one more game to pick off at this point. You always have another chance. That's the important thing to realize. Once you lose the series, once you're out of it, you say, okay, can't win the series anymore. That's obvious. That's out of the way. But there is one more game for us to get. Everything counts for playoffs. I said it right as we started, right in the introduction of today's action. I said every game matters by the end of the season, so you got to do your best. You can't let that mentality slip. If you've got a player who might be tilting a little bit, you got to get on them and be like, hey man, it's all right. We can still get one more game. Let's do our best for this last 5-minute clock of Rocket League. We're getting into it. Everybody's set up. Everyone's ready to go, but are the Sabres ready to go is now the question.
That is the important question, but they're loaded in. They're good. They better be. There's going to be the countdown going off. We have 5 minutes on the clock, 5 games in the series. In game number 5 here, Grant. Now it's up to Royal. The Sabres trying to find something early. All 3 Foxes, though, ready to pounce on that one. Shields got caught lacking at midfield. Lack able to push past at the ball. Meep, soft touch, using that Phenom well, trying to find a way past the 2 defenders. Galactic looking for Lack here in the corner. Lack pushing it, though, but gets 50'd hard by Shields. Meep can't read it, so it rolls back towards the Sabres side. Royal looking down for Shields. Shields throws it up to Royal. A nice play kind of cooking up here. You need to find the soft touch, and he can't get there in time. I like the look, I like the play, but the execution just leaves a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, and there's a lot to be desired right now. We mentioned the stakes of this match right here. First of all, no one wants to go home with a 4-1. That feels awful. I walked away with one yesterday. It didn't feel too great. So if they could at least get one game, they want it, they'll have it, they'll do their best to get there. Shields, though, hasn't really been as present as I would have liked them to be, with getting 100% of the goals in game number 3 to take that one away, and being a defensive madman. I haven't seen much of them so far. I would love to see them step up, but Galactic has a shot, almost the double, but Wolf, no cleanup. I can't believe we've just seen something so easy be taken away. They'll be kicking themselves after that one if they are to lose this game. They know they could have had the 4-1, but right now it's to focus on the present. Lack's shot is not going to make it. Meep with the save instead.
You said it, Meep getting the save there. That was a good chance from the Foxes. Doing a great job of spreading the ball around, finding shots, being able to find quality opportunities, but they haven't put enough pressure on with those shots and opportunities. Lack now is in the corner trying to find the soft touch off the backboard and does. The ball bouncing down, but Galactic, that last man back, doesn't want to commit. Royal got it past one. Wolf waiting for it in the corner, but cannot find a favorable touch. Shields is up, but Lack has him beat. That Octane just too speedy out of the corner. The Sabres still trying to find an attack here. Meep going to crash in, brought up. Lack was cheating too, but it doesn't matter because his teammate in front of him won the 50, so turned away once again. The Sabres, they have to find some control here, but once again, Grant, we're approaching the halfway point, and there is not a goal on the board.
Well, Galactic wanted to get a goal when they hoped they had an option. Unfortunately, they didn't in the midfield. Now Royal pops it up. Lack to meet it. Shields wants to deflect back inwards. Galactic far down. Big clear. Meep needs it out of boost, though. Wolf's got a shot. It's up high, unfortunately. That opportunity goes away. Still waiting to break the deadlock of none to none. Meep is there for the stop. Lack across, meets Royal along the way. Wolf gets in the way of Galactic, though. Cut off. You can hear the sorries in the voice comms right now, but Galactic tries to make up for it. Wolf collects the boost. Full ammunition. Can they get there? They can't. Ceiling shot unsuccessful. Net kind of exposed. Royal has to go back. Sabres need to clear, and Meep is the one to do it. This one could just go either way, and it's been that way this entire series. Regardless of the outcome here, every team should be proud of how they've been performing.
I want to see both of these teams start to commit with that second and or third player, because you talked about it, the net was open there for the Foxes, but they had 2 players sitting back watching that happen, so maybe they were listening a little bit too closely, like you were asking for the solo plays earlier. Don't cut out all the team play, Foxes. Find your teammates, continue working around, continue rotating, find those passes. The same thing goes for the Sabres. They were doing a good job of finding each other early in the defensive side to get clears, but now they have just been stuck on this defensive side, giving up 6 shots trying to give up a 7th, but Wolf can't get it. Galactic, the soft touch there, but it's going to go off the board. Wolf trying to find the demo, but Meep flips the side for just a little bit. The ball flying back at midfield, bouncing off the sidewall. Shields, soft touch there, the only car he'll find. No, Galactic gives up. Wolf rotating back, so he's up in the air, has to find the touch on the backboard, and does. The Foxes and the Sabres, kind of a handshake there as everyone retreats, looking for the touch here as Meep, who runs it too far. Had Shields, that last man committing, that's huge.
Wow.
Foxes, counterattack chance here, and the Wolf ready, trying to run it here. The Foxes need something in the corner, but he can't. He loses control and turned away once again.
Well, you're right when you say they need something, but not as right when you say they turn away intentionally. They're going for these demo plays. There's one from Galactic, has been searching for it for at least the past minute and a half, finally gets their hands on one. But what they need are these physical plays, I guess. They're trying to open up some space. They're sick of having 6 men on the field. They want to get it down to 5 or even 4. If you can get it to 3, which is super rare, good job, but I don't think that's going to happen. They are trying to just find anything that they can. Maybe a flick, but Royal gets the block. Galactic cuts in across, can't find anyone home to field it. Lack has a pinch. It's a little awkward. 10 seconds to go. This will be an easy clear for Royal. I think we might be looking at an overtime. Remember when I said Caster's Curse, though? Maybe we see it here. We don't. Man, how great that would have been for the Foxes. But they won't get it yet. This one's down. And Game 5 is for overtime.
Game 5 is for overtime, Grant, and we get to see it here. Galactic now got the kickoff there. Shields pushing it up for the Sabres in the corner, but can't find the read. Wolf, I will say, Grant, it feels like we just have been looking at the wrong objective. Where we're looking at goals, the teams themselves are looking at bumps and demos. That is what they've been collecting the past 2.5 minutes. A double there from the Sabres, not what you want to see. The ball is up for Galactic, trying to stay on it. That Octane has a little bit of juice left, but not enough to get back underneath of it. Shields, a very good read, just kind of positioning it and waiting for that car to push it out back. Royal on the sidewall, that's going to bounce inside, but a good job from Galactic to deny it. On the Foxes side, they need a clear. Meep pushes it high, but there's the demo once again. The Foxes will not be denied at midfield. Galactic hands it off to Shield. Shield throws it high, but once again, it's just traded back and forth.
Somebody's trying to manufacture something. I'm again going to call it. This overtime's going to go for a few minutes. And last time I said that, it went for 2. So maybe we see it go for 1. Maybe it ends here. Foxes looking for the demos again. Find them. Galactic, a lot of space to work with. Flick up high. Met by a Lack. One more to beat. They don't go for the demo, though. That could have been a huge opportunity. Let their teammate come to clean it up. But now Shields with the shot. Up high. They can't find the double. Double commit is what they'll find instead. Galactic out to the left side. Royal back in. Sabres starting to whip. Everybody's starting to panic. If a slowdown of pace is to come in the next couple seconds, I wouldn't be surprised, but Wolf is just going to fire a quick one if they could. Blocked again by the Sabres defense, which has just been on top of it. When we asked them to step up, they did just that. Have I jinxed it? No, we haven't. The Lip is going to be the best defender of the game right now, saving it and keeping it going.
Keeping it going indeed. Wolf getting a bump here, but Galactic didn't trust it. He turned back around, has to 180 to get back to that ball. A nice read, near post, the ball bouncing high. Had a bump, but it's still too high. Soft kiss, Wolf finds it down, and it rolls in, and that is how the Foxes will take Game 5. All 3 players from the Foxes doing enough, and then Lack touching it down, and Wolf tucking it away.
What a touch from Lack. I did not expect them to actually get it on target like that. I thought it was going to go in, and then when it didn't, it hit off the crossbar. I didn't think Wolf would be there. Surpassing my expectations would be the Foxes in this case. They take Game 5 and they take a comfortable 4-1 win. That's got to feel good. But if you're the Sabres, like I said, I just received one yesterday. It didn't feel too great. But you just got to kind of move on with your day and be like, at the end of the day, it's just a game of Rocket League, even though it means a lot to everybody here in the MLE. They'll just have to wait for the next time. It's in the past, and you just focus on next week.
Well, Grant, this is division play, so you do get to see these guys again later down the road. So you get it out of the way now. You'll worry about getting the 4-1 back or possibly the 5-0. So that is the idea that the Sabres going to look towards. The Foxes. They're riding high. They were already one of the topper teams, getting 4 big wins here. I think that, they're 17-3 now out of 20 games?
Yep.
Caster math is bad, but that's pretty good win percentage.
It's something like that. I went back to check the record, but Google Sheets says no answer, big error. So we'll never know. Maybe it's because they were playing right now. Who has any clue? But I can tell you that they're not playing right now. If you're just tuning in waiting for some action, you'll have to wait a little bit longer. We're going to another series, and it's going to be Foundation League Ducks versus the Hive. This is one I cannot wait for. So So hopefully y'all stick around because Foof and I will be here. Stay tuned.